When I became chair of the fundraising committee for the Jewish Community Housing Corporation, it became immediately apparent that as a board and organization, we needed to clarify our focus on fundraising goals and objectives. As a relatively recent executive committee member, I understood that this long-serving, high-functioning board would need to gather to discuss and come to agreement on programmatic priorities in need of funding. This would also include a self-examination of the board's governance structure. The board agreed, and we hired Dennis Miller to facilitate a strategic planning board retreat. Dennis was a great facilitator of these important discussions. As we went forward during the COVID-19 pandemic, he rose to the challenge of leading the process through a series of phone calls and Zoom meetings in which he reached each and every board member for their input. Dennis facilitated focus group and full board meetings to create an exchange of ideas. Dennis teamed up with our CEO every step of the way to make sure not only about logistics, but to gather input that only an experienced CEO has to offer about the organization he leads. It is several months later, and due to our board retreat with Dennis, our board, CEO, and JCHC staff have sharpened our focus in defeating social isolation for our senior residents. There are already concrete goals and programmatic developments that are going forward to alleviate the social isolation our seniors face. In fact, we exceeded our fundraising goals for our online gala. We are grateful to Dennis, who shared with us his sense of humor, generosity, and a deep skill set in nonprofit governance. I know the Strategic Planning Board Retreat was a huge success when the board president, in his closing remarks, recommended we repeat the strategic planning process with Dennis on an annual basis.